Thanks here. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to some more Dangonronpa. Goodbye, despair. I went the wrong way. I'm gonna keep my rock is where I need to go! I wish you wouldn't go in a circle. Jesus Christ. Hajime. Fucking idiot. Here we go, class trial time.
Let me go, help me! He's gonna get crazy to me, I'll be ruined! Why?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Alita. Stop harassing little girls. What's going on? Yoko was trying to run away, so Monaco were brought in here by force. But Yoko's still trying to run away, so Monaco was trying to wrap her up in a full Nelson. Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you part of the island's food chain. He's making me waste my sweet-ass time. There's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyahiko? That guy's totally ditched my appointments. He pisses me off. His anger changed his form. I'm right here. Fuyahiko, you came. I was worried about you. There's nowhere for me to run anyway, so no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still, I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Fuyahiko, what does that mean? Well, it's all good. If the trail heats up, it's all good.
Anyway...
Looks like everyone's here, so let's depart now.
See ya later!
I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like...
Do you even have to prepare?
Show some spirit.
You don't have enough power, harness your latent energy. Come on, bring out that energy!
This too
So it
must
begins.
be
The
the will
beginning
of
of the end. Now let's keep our spirits high so we can one day find that shining hope. That's right. I can only... Moving forward is the only option. Here we go. We're on an elevator to hell. An escalator to hell.
Evil!
No matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste. The worst, the lowest, the most brutal taste. Somehow I moved my muscles, stiff from fear and nerves, and awkwardly walked onto the escalator. For some reason, my breathing was short, and I was eventually struck by a familiar feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock, a rumbling sound filled the room, and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Throughout the drop, I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair, as if my heart was a rotten fruit swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs, and after a while the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Defeat the boring routine.
So...
I decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it? It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go to the trouble of doing something this elaborate, really, what is your true intention?
No,
Nothing really. Essentially, the killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time? To break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose. A purpose is only gonna be weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. That's why you guys should forget about cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your hearts! Starting. The class trial is starting. Mahiru Kazumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. The person that killed her is among us. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there is no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, it's begun. Just gonna go with the same skills, I think. Let's begin, shall we? Actually, let's look at the truth bullets for today. Probably pretty important to look at those, right? Footprints on the beach, Hiyoko's, metal bat, murder weapon, trash can, drinks result, people have been drinking in the house, pretty girl anime mask, mask of the serial killer, yellow gummy, obviously one belonging to Hiyoko, shower room out of order and couldn't be used for water, but someone had gone through the roof, perhaps the roof window in there, iron bar window, that's the one, broken fish tank. I don't understand how we're gonna have to solve the murder in the other one as well. So in the other murder, the killer of the Yakuza guy's sister, of Fuyuhiko's sister, was killed, and that was part of the crime scene there. That wasn't the killer's escape route. That was also relevant to something. The ending prize was photographs of them all together in the past. Entrance hall photo, the broken vase photo, the victim's crime scene photo. Okay, gummy bag. That ties obviously Hiyoko in with everything. Letter on to Mahiru. That's from Hiyoko to Mahiru, and that's that. Okay. She died instantly, yet her body looked like it had been moved. That's another important point to remember, guys. Class trial, here we go. All right.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, if you fail punished... Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome murder case.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
I think that's probably a good idea, if I'm honest with you. The characters in the game were Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, Girl D, Girl E, and Boy F. And the high school girl who got killed at the beginning. By using the staff roll after clearing the game as a reference, I should be able to figure out who's who. The first character the player was able to control was Girl A. I actually have no idea who Girl A is, because I wasn't paying that much attention. So, this is going to be interesting. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. It took me so long to figure the answer that no one's actually replied.
Crap!
Okay, we've got a time limit here as well. The true identity of Girl A, I guess it's Mikan. Okay, good.
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsunuki. That timid tone. That definitely
That's really
sounds
hard
like
that you have
Girl
to
A.
remember.
Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video game? That's an infringement of my right to privacy.
A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy.
She's such a fucking bitch, Yoko. I hope it's her. I hate her.
A nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like
That
I
was
heard
Girl
that in the
B,
game
I
too.
think.
Huh?
She was a bitch, right? I hope it was Girl B.
I see!
Yeah.
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the
Oh, fuck
complete
off, Yoko.
opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on. Next is Girl C.
Her personality was hyper energetic and unique. That is definitely Ibuki.
I see!
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl, see? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
Let's move on to Girl D.
That was pretty weird. One person who had a camera with them is obviously Mahiru.
I see!
Girl D is Mahiru, the victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F.
He's Guy F. Fuyuhiko.
I see!
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
Oh, he fucking knows.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on. Why do you keep saying there
Because
were
the other
two
one died.
Kuzuryus?
It's not like I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
It means Fuyuhiko had a little sister. To call me out like that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with. The reason Fuyuhiko's last name Kazuya appears twice is probably because he had a little sister.
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch, what the hell did she do to my little sister? That was really
It's
quick.
pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed,
I
right?
can't remember what girl she was. I don't really want to say it to myself, but I need to move the conversation forward. The only character in the game I can see being Fuyuhiko's little sister is this one.
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
That bitch, girlie, was it? The bitch, what the hell did she do to my little sister? Okay.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be.
Oh my god, he's gonna
Fuyuhiko's
lose his shit.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there. Winning personality? Are you praising me?
Oh, shut the fuck up, Nagito.
being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some
Oh,
video
it means she's
game
dead,
with
and he
reality.
knows that she's dead.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the movie. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean,
Oh
when I
shit!
first entered Hope Speak
That's the one
Academy,
he was referencing!
she was mouthing off to
He-
me as usual.
And he was hoping that she'd take over the clan.
set me off.
Like, oh my god, because he thought his clan would be safe because she'd take control of it, but she's dead!
It happened just the other day.
About that. You're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memories.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet! I see. So you're never gonna.
Well, he already
accept
has. I'm
that
pretty sure he
game
knows
is
what's
based
going
on
down
true
here.
Events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be the same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
Who the fuck is Miss Sato?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant.
Oh,
to this
okay, on the
case.
list of names, she's Sato.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
What the heck is that wild connection?
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
And he also has a strange rivalry going on.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the
It's so weird, I'm doing that weird little
is the
double
murder of
team.
Girl E. correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girl E was killed, I should be able to assume we're based on the content of the game, because Girl E was the killer.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister. You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said at all. Is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim? In order to make that clear,
So Fuyuhiko probably, I reckon Fuyuhiko killed Girl E. I reckon Fuyuhiko killed Girl E, but he didn't kill Mihiru.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
So we had to solve that murder first.
Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining.
Okay. Chiaki's really smart.
Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked, so Girl D went to get the key from the office. And when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there.
Okay.
The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
That sounds exactly like it explains the thing.
An understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer Girl E?
Obviously. Girl E was waiting outside the music room.
And she broke the glass in the other
girls
room.
After she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girl E was hiding that key.
Yeah, she already had it on
You can
her.
assume she used it to lock the music room after she left it.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room,
Oh shit,
right?
really?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girl E broke the window and escaped and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could before the others arrived.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting
Yeah.
if she tried to do that.
Then forget this.
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, it's no mistake that Girl E, who was waiting in the hallway, is the killer. Then what did Girl E do after killing the girl inside the music room? I guess I need to clear that up first. Oh shit, here we go. Jesus Christ, there's so many fucking things here.
After she killed the first victim in the music
Listen
room,
to this first.
what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music
But she
room
didn't, she broke the bars instead.
and escaped outside.
There's no points here, right, so far?
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the
I
front of the
really have
music
no
room?
idea on that.
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4?
That's wrong, okay.
And wait in front of the music.
She probably used to hit Twilight's hidden passageway as the world.
Which is so weird.
After she killed the first victim,
It's
what did Girl
window
E do?
shattering.
She just
Broken
broke the
bars
window
photo
and
on window
escaped
shattering.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music? To go back to the, you need to go through. Plus, at the other 4 girls.
At the entrance, heard the sound of the window shattering.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
They heard the sound of the bars breaking in the other room instead.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the
I love
music.
the way we're solving a murder in a game
So
first.
the
It's so
sound
weird.
of breaking glass that the four girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the four girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the office to get the key. With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room.
Okay, so that makes sense.
All she
Nikita's
had
being
to
oddly
do
helpful
was
right now.
break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the four of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the
Well, it's not.
mystery has been solved.
There's a lot more to this though.
Wait a minute. The mystery hasn't been solved yet. You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet.
Murder weapon.
Who cares about the murder weapon? We found out
I don't even know how
who the
she
killer
died.
was.
I wasn't paying attention to that
That's
shit.
cool. I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta stick with it to the end.
What the heck? You're so annoying!
Fine. Let's figure out the weapon. If this keeps up, I'm gonna feel like I need to shit. Which means
God,
I
I'm
feel
fucking
disgusting.
obsessed with shitting.
You're the disgusting
Not
one.
as obsessed with Corpse Party, but still.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. The answer was revealed in the game, though.
I actually don't know.
Now then, will you guys be able to figure it out?
An unconventional weapon that also appeared in the game. If we're told we can't advance as long as we don't make that clear, and I have to do it, I'll do it. What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Was I out of line just now? Now then, there's something I need to tell you regarding the white noise and the non-stop debates. Some lines of white noise are actually very durable. They won't also trip in one shot. Okay. Okay, so if you spend time with Gundam, you can get a skill that increases the power of the silencer. Interesting. Okay. I'll bear that in mind. Let's make our arguments. Well, I mean, obviously I have no idea what to do here, so let's just see what happens.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Was it the fish tank? Did she like use a shard
He
from that?
attacked her with the fish tank.
Fish
Too
tank.
big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
It was definitely something to do with the fish
Why are
tank.
you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale too?
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Can I look at? Can I review the evidence here? Yeah, I can. Okay. Because I'm not sure. Any details on this? A swimsuit stolen by someone. Broken fish tank. Gravel and water were scattered everywhere. What if she used the swimsuit as a club and then had the gravel in
She beat
it?
her to death with her fists!
So that would mean the beating with gravel is correct. Let's try your swimsuit.
Broken glass.
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with the fish.
That's too big to be a...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation conducts.
It's on that big a scale
How about beating her with gravel instead?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all. And gravel is impossible. It's too small.
It's not if it's like in a ball in the fucking
What
thing.
if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag?
What kind of bag?
If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full
Yeah,
of
it would have
gravel,
worked.
it'd
It
make
looks
an
fucking
effective
horrible,
weapon.
actually.
Gravel inside the swimsuit? Even the Ace Attorney would be astonished.
I thought about
by
playing
such
some
a
Ace Attorney
fantastic
games,
idea.
but
for
can
the
only a
killer,
cunt, so you know.
It's an idea that kills two birds with one stone. To make people think the killer is some pervert, it makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved.
He's so into
Only
this as well, what a
producers
prick.
know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about
So,
Mahiru,
Mahiru
right?
was an accomplice. I didn't actually get that from it, so that's interesting.
Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
It's okay, I made sure to throw it away.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it. And they ended up getting into
Oh,
an
okay,
argument.
that makes
And
sense.
she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there,
She's probably just a fucking murderer, let's be honest.
I somewhat understand that feeling.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. Or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Fuyuhiko. Even though he's not on trial for this murder, I'm pretty sure that Fuyuhiko killed Girl E.
I see! It should have been Guy F.
That's true. That bitch, what the hell do you get? So there's evidence. I will never forgive her.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is...
What?
It's just a story in a
You already
video
said
game,
you kill
isn't it?
people. I'm pretty sure that you murdered.
That's all you can say.
But you're not on trial for this.
If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
Well, it wouldn't be, because he's not on trial for that
Clear
murder.
this up for me.
He's not on trial for
Those
that
of
murder.
you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is, I'm terribly sorry, but
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
Sure do talk a lot of shit.
He's not defending himself particularly well, which makes me think he's probably not. I mean, Hiyoko's got a lot to answer for his hair.
Have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
I don't think so, Pico. No, the game and Mahiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point between Girl E and Mahiru's murder. It's that, right?
I can prove it with this! I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both
And the
killed
same
by a
pose,
blow to
which
the
is kinda
head with a
weird.
metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already?
I don't think.
You're
I don't
the
think it's
one who killed
Fuyuhiko. I don't think
Mahiru,
it's
right?
him. I mean, it's too obvious. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's Hiyoko as well. They both look really
There's
guilty
no
as fuck.
way a stupid game could be the motive.
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What?
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true
She's
killer.
got a point.
Trap?
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Hiyoko, you guilty little
The
shit.
true killer
I don't think it's
played
either of
that
them.
game.
It's too
He
obvious.
most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their
That is
cover?
entirely possible.
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko? Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty
Oh my God!
clogging bitch?
She's such a fucking bitch! Oh my god, okay. Right, footprints on the beach, obviously very related to this case here.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko? Do you know where Hyoko was today?
I don't know, actually.
She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
That's wrong. Oh yeah. I fucked up, fuck.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of...
Why do you
She was
doubt
right.
You know where Hyoko... She was at the beach house.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
Fucking dead.
No, that's wrong.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hyoko.
Seriously, I told you
We saw you running from it as well!
But these footprints
And we saw
in the
you.
sand in front of the beach house. Aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness.
They're not Hyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints.
He did a really good job there, Nikito. I don't get why he's being so helpful suddenly. I don't trust him at all.
I gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house, which means when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different entrance.
I wonder if she was hiding in the closet and witnessed the murder more than anything else.
Mahiru's body was here?
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared
I don't reckon
yet?
it's either of them.
The door was still accessible.
But then
when
who
they
could it
went
be?
in.
I mean, it could be Nico,
And it
actually.
wasn't
The
when they
Kumaru.
left.
Could be Gundam, he's not accounted for either. Neither of them are.
Something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hyoko?
Ah, I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach.
You wrote her a fucking note to a meet
So
there.
you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have
Oh,
anything
Chubb!
to do with
Akane,
the
you're
case
so
at
dumb.
all.
You're so
Don't believe her
fucking
so
dumb.
easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh?
It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves.
you're so full of
If you
shit.
say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Letter. That's proof that she was meeting Mahiri.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk.
No, that's
Fuck
wrong.
you. Fucking first time, straight away, counter that bitch.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Well, you
Otherwise, he's
still
like
claim
right
that.
next to her.
Take
Yeah,
a
he's
look
like
at this
talking
letter.
like he's. Yeah.
That letter! It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
What is that letter?
I mean, she did.
I'm serious. I
She
don't
may
know.
not have actually written it, if you think about it. It could have been forged.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
See. So if she met Mahiru,
Hiko is after Hiyoko's blood. This is exciting
then ran
shit.
away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason,
That does sound pretty fucking suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. The be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Is she really crying?
I don't trust anything she fucking does with her eyes. Just fucking...
She's probably faking
Exactly.
We can assume she's...
But I think it's too obvious. Both Fuyuhiko and Hiyoko have something to do with it, but they're both innocent, I suspect.
That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place.
She hid in the closet.
And waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right? The closet, obviously.
Here!
Yeah.
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
1 second, guys. I need to make sure my footage is recording. Okay, here we go.
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence.
Good. It was definitely recording, which is good.
Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
Very interesting.
We have presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction.
I love the way he calls them that. It is kind of funny.
Come out.
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the
There
one
is
with the
there
mask.
is the issue of the mask for sure.
The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
I mean, I think her brain might be
That is
fried, but that's
right.
beside the
It
point.
cannot be Hyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
I love the fact we're having more
That mask
exposition on
says it
this.
all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island, which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed
It's so
Mahiru.
ridiculous. I mean, I know it's like a Dexter-like concept, but fucking hell.
If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock,
Uh-huh.
you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head. Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel we're being directed by someone. Someone could have put the gummy in the closet, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, just see what happens here, I guess.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, guys.
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy. You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
I mean, I need to review this truthfully. The yellow gummy, okay, that's suspicious. But is it a different brand? It's a different brand, I think, to the one that she has, right? So that's a contradiction.
Was blocked by the body, so you were forced to... And that's how you left your footprints.
So I used that on Fuyuhiko's statement.
I shall render my verdict. Hiyoko is the...
There's no doubt you went to the beach house.
And weren't you also... So that's when you dropped the gummy.
There you go. It's the
No,
wrong
that's
brand.
wrong.
It's the wrong brand of gummies. Don't believe I almost missed that.
About that gummy. Did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene is yellow.
Someone planted it to frame Hiyoko, but Hiyoko was there as well.
Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's no mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
That's right.
Hiyoko could have done this. Is she accounted for? Oh no, I can't remember if she was, I can't remember if I saw her in a bikini or not. That's basically what I'm just saying.
Assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid! I'm not done backing you into a
Jesus
corner
Christ, he's fucking upset as fuck. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
Okay, what's that?
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of
That
evidence.
is an important piece of evidence.
And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce
She
of
didn't.
strength
She
and
didn't. She didn't.
blocked
Fuck.
the door to the road. Thanks to her. We have the evidence.
She didn't block it with her last ounce of strength because she was killed instantly. So someone actually moved the body. Probably Hiyoko.
There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, that's an... And we can thank...
What is that? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
Yes!
No, that's wrong!
Well, not fuck you, because that wasn't really like an incorrect statement, like on purpose or something. We're trying to mislead us.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died.
I'm glad we've got Mikan. She's so useful.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry!
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too.
And it can't be Nagito, because he was
injury
locked
was
up
only a
still.
single
He was
blow.
only freed after the death was complete. So Nagito is in the clear here.
That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who
I'm not
blocked
sure
the
that's
door
true,
with
you know.
Mahiru's
It could be
body.
Hiyoko afterwards.
That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the
That
door?
doesn't make any sense.
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously! That's not true!
Yeah, she was also crying when she left, so I don't think... I don't know why she didn't speak up.
Also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
That is true. She didn't drag it. She was not covered in blood. She was upset, but she wasn't crying in blood. Crying in blood, covered in blood.
I told you I wasn't
I don't think you are. I don't think Hiko is either, though.
Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me.
Oh, fuck, here we go. Forgot about this shit.
We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Here we go. Rebuttal showdown. Okay.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru
I forgot to do
blocked
this.
the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Hiko still insists that Yuka's the killer. If I don't count all his words, we push back.
Mahiru didn't block, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the
Doesn't
beach
work.
house.
Sharon doesn't work.
After she moved the body,
I fucked up. I fucked up.
she just washed it off in the shower.
Yes! Good.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible. because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to
There's
move
no
the
way she got
body,
naked
and when she
temporarily
was
to
done,
move them. That's
she
just ridiculous.
Put them back on.
Are you saying I did something
She can't get dressed by
bad,
herself
Bird?
because Mihiru had to get her dressed before, remember? Kyoko took off her clothes before committing murder, and that should be possible. Because she can't get dressed by herself.
I see.
Because we already knew that from before. Yes, that's so relevant. That's so cool. It's
Kyoko
Sorry, I get
mentioned
excited doing these.
which means Kyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own.
Maybe if you
That's
did
why
do
she
it.
couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. And it only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place? Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monica
I was just thinking.
wouldn't have kept quiet.
Pico wasn't. No, Pico was swimming all morning, right?
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do
I
with
reckon
me.
it's Pico.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did
This is
Kyoko
where I
do
think
with
it's
the
Pico.
blood that got on
Just,
her?
just shut up a second, everyone. Listen. I reckon it's Pico because Pico was missing because she was swimming around the island all morning. Yeah. She is strong enough to have climbed out the window because she's like a fucking ninja, right? Like Akane was like, oh yeah, maybe a fucking ninja did it. Pico is actually a fucking ninja, and she was going on her really hard.
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Oh, Akane was covered in blood. I just realized, yeah.
'Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
But didn't she have a genuine
Didn't I
head
tell you
wound?
that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed out.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life. That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now,
I think
right?
she probably is.
It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru, because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was
Yeah, I thought they were
very
friends.
kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe
Because you were
me
fucking there
earlier?
still.
You guys are stupid! Stupid!
Hyoko, please don't cry.
Everything isn't fine. We've still got for Yukiko or Pico probably, or maybe even fucking someone else, because Gundam and Nekomaru were still unaccounted
Pig
for.
Barf, I hope you get a hangnail and die. I'm sorry for being Pig Barf.
More importantly, Fahiko's behaviour earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hyoko of being suspicious. Could it be, does he actually have something else in mind? I think he wrote the letter.
Hyoko, now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that?
Yeah, she definitely was there.
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Yeah, she was worried about being found guilty.
Damn it!
So that was a lie?
Obviously.
Because I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
Just fucking own up.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
That's the same handwriting as the other one. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. But we discussed earlier, it's okay if we change the place. We're going to come to the beach house. It's the same letter again. And it's the same handwriting.
I saw this letter.
Someone
I
fucking
went to
framed
the beach
them.
house at that time.
The letter that Yoko had, it's the same. I didn't even see what he said there. Contribute other evidence. This one.
I can prove it with this.
Yes.
This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
About what we discussed earlier, so can we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter...
About what we discussed earlier, if it's okay if we change the place, I want you to come to the beach house on the second island yet.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times
She didn't
do I
write
have
it.
to tell you?
Someone else did. It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Both.
I see! The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you
They're the same
compare
handwriting.
both letters, confirmed. Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer.
I think Pico is looking really guilty right now.
How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times.
Fuck them over, Nagito.
Killer
Help
this
us.
time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard
Yeah,
down,
he goes mental.
this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine.
Oh my god, yeah, because the drugstore's unlocked now. This is something I didn't even think about.
Drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
Another reason Pico looks really fucking guilty as fuck is because she knows about the fucking mask thing. Because she's been in the library all the time with, Sonia.
And for that reason, they summoned Hyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hyoko
It was.
as the killer. That's horrible. I didn't do anything wrong. And I was framed by Mahiru's killer. Hyoko, please
We
do
do
not
believe her.
lie.
Oh my god, who the fuck is it? I reckon it's Pico.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily?
Oh, it could be.
She might be
I mean, it's
faking
too
those
obvious
tears
that it's
you
for
know.
Yahiko, but maybe it just is.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you. You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to
Shut the
work
fuck up,
together.
mental fucking case.
The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one
Oh,
true
stop getting
hope.
so fucking aroused.
Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. and you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. What? He's sleeping!
Fucking asshole.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth, that may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive.
Well now.
Now the class trial's reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. I'm gonna spoil who the killer is. If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. Can't, that's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So without further ado, the answer is... You can't, everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct. You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
What? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. It's such a weird fucking metal thing, I don't even understand it. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this first installment of the second class trial. There'll be more to come really soon, and we'll find out who the killer is next time. Stay tuned. Bye for now.